Hi guys, I am here today on Wellness Wednesday to talk about self-care. And what I really want to talk about today is 5 ways to practice self-care while you're grieving. And I am very much aware, being a remarried widow, it has been 6 years since my late husband passed, what it feels like in that grief journey, especially in the beginning. And taking care of myself was not one of the things I was even thinking about. So I wanted to share with you guys 5 ways to practice self-care while you're grieving, and on this Wellness Wednesday. So the first way is acknowledge when you are attempting to play the part of Superman, Superwoman. Now, that is something that I think we all do as males and females. We're strong. We're not going to cry. We are not going to show that we are upset. We're not going to show the tears. And so one of the things we need to do in order to take care of ourselves while in grief is to acknowledge that you are attempting to do that, and allow the tears to flow, allow those feelings to come over you, the anger, the guilt, and that is the top number one way, I would say, because that's something I experienced for me that I needed to do to practice self-care while in grief. And the second one, learn to say no to something and yes to yourself. So a lot of times we don't know how to politely say, I'm just not going to be able to do that. Or a lot of times I think we need to learn how to not say yes immediately as soon as someone asks you, can you do something or will you do something? I think the best way to say is, let me check my calendar, let me see what's going on. Or you need to say, give me some time, I'll get back to you. And you need to check in with yourself to see how you're feeling. So make sure we are learning to say no to something and saying yes to yourself. That's a very hard one too. Number 3, draw on spiritual support from others and from your beliefs about God, a higher power, what you believe in as a spiritual support for you. Very, very important, because we all know we have to depend on some type of connection. I'm going to say I depend on God to help me get through things, and that can be very hard because you got to wait on the answer, or he gave you the answer and you don't want the answer. So make sure you are drawing on that spiritual support, that minister, that friend who you know is a prayer warrior or knows the word, can help you with your process by encouraging you and assuring you that things are going to work out if we just wait and work. Faith without works is dead. So we have to continue to still work in this grief journey. And leaning onto someone that can support you with your beliefs is very, very helpful. And it's a way to practice taking care of yourself. Number 4, share your feelings. Be courageous enough to accept the help and support of others. So it is okay to call your brother, call a sister, call a friend, and say, hey, this is what's going on. This is how I'm feeling right now. And allowing them to do what they know to do to support you and help you. But you have to accept the help, whatever it is. I know I am queen of, I got this, I can do this, I don't need your help. But there were times that I needed help. I needed someone to watch my kids. I needed someone to come in and organize or just even wash the dishes. Or at one point, not even wash dishes, but throw away all the takeout food that we had because we were stopping to get things to eat on the way home. And then number 5. Okay, so if you've been watching me before, I talked a lot about making a to-do list, keep yourself organized. Well, sometimes you're going to get really stressed and overwhelmed. this tip says, and this is helping me because I didn't know this, is forget about the to-do list and instead at the end of each day make a list of what's been done, even if it's I brushed my teeth today. So if you are in a grief journey, or if you know someone who's been in a grief journey, you are very well aware of some of the things that happens to them emotionally, physically, and mentally. And sometimes just getting up out of the bed to get in the shower is like a marathon. So those are the 5 things I wanted to share with you on how to take care of yourself in grief. And I want to close with reminding you what a grief journey entails. So it is about adjusting to a way of life, adjusting to your reality after losing something or someone. And that something could be a job, a house, that someone could be a loss to someone to death. It could be a miscarriage. It could be a friend that you broke up with. It could be a marriage that did not survive, so you could be in a divorce. It means that you no longer have that important part of your life. You've lost something or someone very important, and you have to learn how to adapt to the new way of living without that person. It's going to be distress coming upon you. You're going to be completely sad. Some of you may be devastated, but we have to find a way to dig deep and take care of ourselves because we're still here. We still have life to live. We still have purpose. So thank you all for joining in. I would love if you would comment to let me know if this was helpful. I'm going to continue to share on Wellness Wednesday and Grief Talk Thursday, so I'll be back tomorrow to share more about grief, especially grief through the holidays. All right, thanks for joining me. Have a great day. Bye-bye.